Hey YouTube UFC fans, folks, this is UFC Predictions and I'm back again with a new video. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to do so. So Conor wants to badly avenge the recent loss against Nate Diaz. UFC 200 is scheduled for July 9th in Las Vegas, and I gotta say this, financially it makes sense. I mean, they made 1.4, 1.5 million pay-per-view buys, and Conor knows how to sell fights, okay? But I gotta say this though, you have to tip your hat off to Conor. He's not taking the easy way out. He's not taking a soft opponent. He's not taking a tune-up fight. The guy is coming right at the heart of the problem, Nate Diaz, and he wants to erase that rear neck choke that he suffered in the first fight. He wants to erase it from the fans' memory. Conor is not intimidated by losing. I said this before and I'll say it again. Win, lose, or draw, he's the same guy. He'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere, any weight class. He says it, he means it, and he lives it. So both Conor and Nate will have the full 10 to 12 week training camp. No excuses this time around. They made tons of money and they'll make even more this time around, especially if H.E.A.T versus Holm, the rematch, is added to the card. Now, H.E.A.T, I gotta say this, she's been coming out recently a little bit strong, you know, doing a lot of talking. She's been saying that Holly crumbled under pressure and a whole bunch of other nonsense. But I'll save that for some other video. But back to Conor versus Nate Diaz. What would I change if I was Conor? Well, first, I would change the weight limit. I think this fight should be at 155. 170 is not a good idea for Conor. He didn't look good there. He wasn't comfortable. And he needs to slowly build up to it. Okay, he's got to do it one weight class at a time. Now, the second thing I would address is stamina and cardio. He can't run out of gas. He can't afford it. He's got to fight in. Round 5 should be the same intensity as round 1. He can't afford running out of gas in round 2, the way he did in the first fight. Okay, so he's got to work on that. So the third thing I would say is the takedown defense. He's got to keep the fight at stand-up. That's his strength, and he cannot go to the ground. Nate is the bigger guy, and he needs to keep him at a distance. Okay, he needs to fight the guy from the outside. Okay, Nate is a much better jiu-jitsu, and he's got a much better ground game. Okay, so Conor needs to stay away from that. Conor needs to go to the body. Okay. Nate has the reach, and he's the taller guy. He knows how to roll with the punches. He's great at countering, and Conor needs to find a way to negate that height and reach, and he's got to go to the body and make him drop his hand. And you know, this is one thing that he didn't do a lot of in his first fight. Okay, so he's got to go to that. And he's got to look at the tape, and he's going to correct those defects, okay? The sustained pressure that he talked about in the first fight, before the first fight, I didn't see. I mean, he had success in the first 2-3 minutes, and he was dictating the pace. But after that, it looks like he was slowing down drastically. But he's got to put a lot of pressure on Nate, and he cannot allow him to fight his fight. Okay, he's got to slow him down. Nate likes to think in there. He likes to take his time. He likes to pick his shots. Conor can capitalize on that by keeping him guessing. He's got to keep him on the back foot. Okay, and he can develop a pattern. He can get timed, and he's got to mix his combination strikes and body shots. He's got to do it in a random fashion, and he's got to keep his punches got to come in at different angles. Okay, he's got to be sticking and moving all night long. Okay, so these are the things that Conor can work on. I think this fight is very competitive. Let me know your thoughts, and please don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.